Thank you for joining me here this evening. The time is currently 6:41 p.m. Central, and you have a live look at a tornado on the ground here in Minnesota. This tornado is off to the northwest of Crosby here. Now, it's looking like the National Weather Service is actually going to downgrade this storm to radar indicated, but as of minutes ago, there was a pretty strong tornado on the ground here, so if you guys are in this area, you need to seek shelter immediately, alright? This is for areas like Crosby, Aitkin, down towards Glen along Highway 47 there. We have a significant severe weather outbreak ongoing right now in the Midwest. We have another tornado warning storm up here closer to the Schroeder area. This is currently a rotating supercell, but it is about to head over. It's about to leave Minnesota, right? And it's about to go onto which one of the Great Lakes is this? I don't remember, but whatever one of the Great Lakes this is, it's about to head on to. Okay, now, we've had, I believe, a couple of tornadoes. I haven't been home, so I had no idea. But apparently we've had a pretty significant severe weather outbreak ongoing. Actually, it may have only been one tornado, but yeah, I know there was one near Mission. But I'm not sure about the others. If there were any others, again, I just got home. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning for this same storm, though, for the threat of tennis ball-sized hail and 70-mile-per-hour damage and wind gusts. So again, even if you're just in this severe thunderstorm warning, like if you're in McGregor, you need to seek shelter immediately. Now, we have another severe thunderstorm warning. This is for St. Louis and Itasca County in Minnesota. I know I've missed quite a few tornado warnings, but again, I don't know if I've missed any actual tornadoes. Oh my goodness, another new severe thunderstorm warning for Carlton, Atkin, and St. Louis counties, Minnesota. Alright, tornado possible, lime-sized hail, and 70-mile-per-hour damage and wind gusts. If you're in this warning, you need to seek shelter immediately. And now we have a new tornado warning. We have a new tornado warning now. This is in Minnesota once again. Okay, so this is for a brand new rotating supercell here, right in Cromwell. You guys need to seek shelter immediately. We are getting warnings out the wazoo here. It is extremely active, incredibly active, I would say here. Again, that is a new radar-indicated tornado warning there. And I don't want to ignore our tornado warning out here to the west, because again, this just produced a tornado previously, and it might still be, honestly. There's a very good chance of that. But yeah, this is an emergency management reported. So emergency management reported rotating wall cloud, but I don't see any confirmation that that doesn't really confirm a tornado. But maybe there was a report of it sent in. And I would bet that this is on the ground anyway, or at least it was, just because of how strong these velocities are. So I definitely believe that there was a tornado on the ground there. I would believe that. But anyway, again, if you're just now tuning in, we are covering a significant severe weather outbreak across parts of Minnesota here. We have 4 ongoing tornado warnings and 11 severe thunderstorm warnings. Also, if you didn't tune into last stream, you won't know, but we have a flash flood emergency in southeastern Florida. This is going to be in effect for the next 17 minutes for the Hollywood area. This is catastrophic flash flooding currently unfolding here over this area, and I imagine they're actually going to reissue this because it is still raining out here. It is absolutely ridiculous how much rain this area is seeing. We have spots, so many spots, with over 15 inches of freshwater rainfall here. We have some along the Interstate 75 corridor. We have some just off to the east of Miami, so we have tons and tons and tons of rain falling out of these storms, right? So very, very insane stuff, obviously. Not what you want to see. Okay, so, yeah, I really haven't missed too much at all, actually. I only missed, like, 1 or 2 tornado warnings, and I didn't miss any tornadoes. We are live for this one, technically, even though it's kind of already lifted. We still have the observed warning. So, yeah. Again, this is significant, severe weather outbreak coverage here that we are currently doing. This is our 3rd tornado of the day. 2 of them have been in Florida, and 1 has been in Minnesota. 2 states that you would not normally hear about together. So, I have stream chat pulled up, so if anybody has any questions about the location, feel free to leave them down below. We actually have a severe thunderstorm warning all the way down in New Mexico for ping-pong ball-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds off to the west of Carlsbad. This radar site's broken. Let's look at the Midland Odessa radar. So there you go. There's that storm off to the west of Carlsbad. What direction is this moving? This is heading off to the south. So this is going to be heading towards areas along Highway 62, through these little mountaintops here. towards, if it lasts long enough, it'll be heading towards the east side of Van Horn, Texas, eventually, if it lasts long enough, once again. So again, we have a new tornado warning now. I guess my alert sounds are not working, but we have a new tornado warning. My goodness, my throat is awfully dry. This is a new tornado warning in northwestern Minnesota. This is for southwestern Kittson County. Oh my goodness, dude. Okay, sorry. Why is this here? I really don't see any rotation with this storm at all. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't see any rotation. It's just a little rain shower. Why does it have a tornado warning? Okay. That seems like a nothing burger tornado warning to me. I'm very surprised they issued a tornado warning for that. I don't see any rotation at all. But, I mean, I guess go ahead and seek shelter, but again, I'm really not seeing any rotation there. But I'll tell you what, I am seeing rotation on this storm near Crosby. This is ridiculous. We have very strong rotation on this storm here that, again, previously produced a tornado, and there's a good chance that it still is. My goodness, that was loud. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. This might be some of the strongest rotation we've seen today. In fact, it probably is the strongest. I don't know, it's weird. I don't know if it's... Okay, we have a new tornado warning now. New tornado warning has been issued. This is a confirmed tornado. So we have another tornado on the ground. Weather spotters confirmed the tornado in north-central Morrison County. Seek shelter immediately. Northeast of Little Falls, if you're in Belle Prairie, Lastrop, Harding, Hillman, you guys need to be running to your tornado safe spot. We have a tornado on the ground. Again, that's a confirmed tornado that was located 6 miles northeast of Little Falls. So it is very close to Freedom and Lastrop. Moving east at 40 miles per hour, so it's going to be heading towards Hillman over the next several minutes. So if you're in this warning, you need to run to your tornado safe spot. Jeez Louise. This is insane rotation. I don't know if this is actively producing a tornado or not. But we do have storm chasers Connor Croft and Brandon Kopic on that storm. So if there's a tornado, we will know about it. I'm sure. We got some of the best storm chasers on the planet on that storm right now. Our area of rotation near Wright is tightening up quite a bit north of Highway 210, heading towards Cromwell. So if you're in this area, again, you need to seek shelter immediately. This is a very serious situation. We have 4 active tornado warnings. We have an active tornado on the ground once again. So, pretty big deal here. So again, if you're just now tuning in, we are covering an ongoing tornado in Minnesota. This is actually a confirmed tornado, once again, a weather spotter's confirmed tornado. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. So if you're in a mobile home, you need to evacuate, get into a more substantial shelter, and protect yourself from flying debris. So you need to get preferably underground, but if you can't, get in the middle of your house. Obviously, avoid windows. You don't want shattered glass all around where you're at. You know, cover yourself up with pillows and blankets and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but it's one of the things that could genuinely save you. I mean, you need to cover your head, because the number one way that people get hurt in situations like this is by, you know, flying debris coming at them at 100 miles per hour, or however strong the winds are in the tornado. They get debris flung at their face. It sounds ridiculous, but that's actually what happens in situations like this. A lot of people think, you know, you get sucked up into the tornado, and that's how you get hurt in a situation like this, but there's no science to support that. Holy cow. Goodness gracious. Northeast of Wolford. very strong rotation. I mean, you don't see this very often in Minnesota. Gosh, dude.
Tornado.
What did he say?
In front of us, guys. Cone tornado by the looks of it.
There's a tornado. Alright, Brandon Kopic's confirming a tornado on the ground here with our very strong area of rotation. It's a cone. We have a tornado on the ground, and it's probably a pretty big one. The estimated gate-to-gate shear with this storm would be about 130 miles per hour, 135 miles per hour even. This is a potentially a strong tornado once again. Newest velocity scan looking very concerning once again. Holy cow, this may go PDS. Gate-to-gate shear estimated at 145 miles per hour now. So again, if you're out here, you gotta seek shelter. You need to run to your tornado safe spot, whether that's a basement, a bathroom, or a closet, whatever. You need to go now. This is a extremely dangerous tornado, one that people out here will remember for a long time. Minnesota does not see tornadoes like this very often. We're losing Brandon Kopic. Yeah, my alert sounds are off for some reason. I hate whenever this happens during a bad time like this. Okay. Again, if you're just not tuning in, we have multiple tornadoes on the ground in Minnesota. This is a very active situation. We have a tornado on the ground ripping through Freedom right now. Freedom, however you pronounce that. And then we also have a tornado near Crosby. And this is a particularly dangerous one. I know it's not a particularly dangerous situation, but it's definitely there. I think whenever the National Weather Service sees this tornado, they're gonna kind of agree with me here that this should be a PDS. And holy cow, okay, this area of rotation is getting very tight as well. This is very bad. Again, if you're just not tuning in, we have very strong tornadoes on the ground in Minnesota right now. So what, we're at 5 now for the day, so one more and we're at an outbreak. Alright, the rotation looks a little bit weaker here. See what Brendan Clark is saying now.
Oh, we got the rapid here right now. Oh yeah, that's it.
That's the tornado right
Look
there.
Look at that.
Holy cow. That's it right there, guys. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, this is a very strong tornado, potentially.
Yeah, we're good for now.
It looks like it's coming this way, man.
Yeah, it's headed this way. I think it's going to pass in front of us, though.
I think so, too. Can you look up there?
Oh
Hey, I got one on the
this
ground
really
right now
needs to
on
go
my live stream.
observe right now.
It's on the ground right now in my shot. Yep, it's definitely on the ground right now. It's about to pass really close in front of me. But just wanted to give you guys a head up. All right. Yep. See ya. Yep. Bye. Tornado on the ground, guys. Tornado on the ground.
We have a ton of customers without power here, by the way.
This thing is gonna pass awful close. Right here in front of us. It's about to cross
Again,
right
we may
in front
still
of
have our
us.
tornado here. If it is on the ground, I mean, it just ripped right through Freetown. And now it is going to be going towards Lastrop.
Switching to camera 1. This is a tornado right here, guys, crossing right in front of us.
So if you're in this area, you need to take cover
Right
now.
in front of us. Here we go.
And now we have a tornado watch.
We are in the outer circulation, getting hit by debris. Look at this thing, guys. Look at it. Less than 100 yards from us right now. Less than 100 yards.
Again, if you're just not tuning in, we have a very strong tornado on the ground near 8.
So guys, right there. Alright, we're going to get back east and
It is radar indicated according
then
to the map,
south.
where this
East
is.
and then south.
You can see it on the map right now, right above the stream. Again, that is tornado launch in effect. They issued a tornado launch, which is very
Got a road coming out right here that we'll get a view of it.
So a couple tornadoes possible, scatter Hamilton, apple size likely, scatter
Be able to get a view of it crossing in front of us over here. Yep, should be it.
Again, this is not looking good. I'm just going to be blunt with you. Okay, so they removed the random tornado warning up in northwest Minnesota. Oh my goodness.
Look at it. Look at it. Definitely a tornado on the ground right there, guys. What? Yep, that's it.
Let's go. I've been trying to chase my whole life.
Well, now you got one.
Is this universe?
Oh no, I've been doing this as a career for a while.
I mean, it's right there, guys.
All right, we got to get back east and then south. Yep. That's fine.
I don't know how the National Weather Service has not seen this yet. This
We're
is
gonna go
still
eat.
radar indicated. Jeez, that is ridiculous that they do not know what's on the ground. And this tornado is probably on the ground too, Freetown. It knocked out a lot of power in this county, whatever this county is. It knocked out a lot of power. Yeah, we have about 4,500 customers in that county without power. And that was as of 9 minutes ago, so now it's probably way higher. That's just absolutely Hey, if the National Weather Service saw this, I can almost guarantee this would be yes. This might even be tornado emergency if they saw this. This is huge. Again, hopefully they see this because this is a really dire situation and somehow this warning is still at radar indicated. This might be the largest Minnesota tornado I've seen on radar in my entire time of watching radar, like live, seeing it. Obviously, there've been Minnesota. Yeah, this is a really strong tornado, guys. I'm just gonna play it over sound because they're not upgrading it. We have a very strong tornado on the ground if you're not tuning in. Off to the west of Aiken, Minnesota. This is a dangerous storm actively producing a large cone tornado. This is really strong. I mean, we are talking
South on 20.
very
Not this one,
strong
next one.
Minnesota tornado. You don't see something like this in Minnesota very often. Again, now the Storm Prediction Center has increased the confidence of tornadoes tonight as we issue this brand new tornado watch. Wow. Hello, everybody. Again, thank you all for tuning in. I did turn off the audio. This chat message. Oh, okay. So they did update this. This is now officially an observed tornado as per the National Weather Service. Apparently, not only did Brandon Cobb confirm that, but also weather spotters near Deerwood reported a tornado. So, again, if you're in this area, you need to seek shelter right now. Again, sorry guys, I don't know if those messages are old or not. For some reason, they just came in for me. And we have a new tornado warning now in eastern Minnesota once again, near the town of Holdingford. So if you're in Holdingford or St. Stephen, you need to seek shelter now. We have a possible tornado here. Holy cow, dude. Bring up Corey Gherkin. Connor Croft had it. Yeah, Connor Croft's feed is out, though, on Radar Omega. Unfortunately. Unless he just forgot to start going live on Radar Omega. Look at all this rotation. Again, we have a very large tornado here. Very surprised they did not put this at a PDS. I mean, this is a pretty strong tornado, especially for Minnesota. And it knocked out power for a lot of customers here. We're talking, like, probably tens of thousands of people without power now because of this tornado. This is really strong. And it's really close to 8 minutes. Jeez Louise. And I mean, this area rotation is nothing to laugh at either. This one near Holdingford. Again, Holdingford and St. Stephen need to be seeking shelter away from windows, storm shelter, obviously, that would be best. If you're in a mobile home, get out of there. You cannot try and survive these types of tornadoes in mobile homes. Again, these are very dangerous storms here that are, some of them are actively producing tornadoes. Wow. Very dangerous velocity couple there. Dangerous looking velocity coupled, I should say. We lost Britton Kopic's feed entirely. I mean, this is a potentially very strong tornado here. Once again, it's causing a lot of damage. There have been multiple reports of it. It's very evident on radar that we have a very strong tornado, and now it's trying to do the same thing in Holdingford. This storm is. We may see another tornado touch down here. Luckily, we do have Storm Chaser Corey working on that storm, so we'll know if it touches down. It looks to me like that's the funnel trying to develop up there. Is it not? Or is it just an SLC? Alright. So again, if you're just not tuning in, we have a strong tornado on the ground here near Aitkin, Minnesota. We also possibly have a tornado on the ground still near Lastrup, Minnesota. And this storm down here is trying to develop another tornado over Holdingford, Minnesota. So, if you're in any of these areas that we're mentioning here, you got to take shelter. Very dangerous storms. Again, I mean, this is as close as you get to having a PDS tornado without having a PDS tornado, I feel like. Those kind of velocities they're not something you see in Minnesota hardly ever. So, I mean, in here is...
Still on the ground is ahead of us. Definitely a lot of tornado debris, though. Definitely.
But we're so far away from a radar site, it's hard to tell. Look at this, we're like a good 75 miles away from a radar site here. So, again, if you're in this area, you got... Oh my goodness, this just keeps getting stronger.
It's definitely still on the ground according to that debris.
Over Highway 169 south of Aitkin, Minnesota. And Brandon Coppin and Connor Croft are on this here.
Okay, there's wrapping rain bands. I can see that. Don't
again, this is a very strong tornado, guys.
on the ground.
If you're out here, you gotta run through.
We're on the backside of the foot right now.
It's
not a lot of debris.
Anything out.
But I can't see the meadow. I can see a bowl off to the east. So we're doing good. We're doing good. Correct location.
I don't know, it may not be, but just in case, everybody in Aitkin, we need you to take shelter. Either way, this is already impacting South Aitkin as a very strong and potentially deadly tornado here. And again, I'm not seeing any signs of that weakening out anytime soon. Let's check up on our Holdingford storm here. It is continuing to be very impressive with its rotation here. Our gate-to-gate shear is over 100 miles per hour. I mean, this is, again, if this touches down, this is going to be another strong tornado if it hasn't touched down already.
I think if anything, the best bet would be to go east.
So again, if you're just not tuning in, very strong tornado.
I'm not seeing anything indicating that
Minnesota.
It's down to the
This
south.
tornado is crossing Highway 169 as we speak. It's causing significant damage. So, okay, luckily did not do the thing where it curves back up and goes for Aitkin. It was just moving south because there's just some weird radars again. There's your tornado. Just crossed over Highway 169 right in Coppin. This is over Spirit Lake right now is as dangerous as it's probably going to get here for areas near Minnesota.
Hey, is it still down? Yep. Here's the rain. Oh, I think I'm about to pass you right now. Okay. I had it on the ground when it crossed whatever that west road was. It crossed less than 100 yards in front of me, but I lost visual of the tree. But I've had a lot of tree debris, like when I came down to 28, so it was definitely still down when it crossed 28.
to watch that. It could be rain rats. Go outside and try to look for it, guys.
Yeah, I don't want it. Alright, yeah, I'm just going east to that next state route before I'm going to go south.
Let's actually turn off the county outages. Let's turn on the speed.
Alright, no problem.
Because I wonder what state is that. We currently have about 10,000 customers in Minnesota without power. That's actually good. So now it's going to be way higher. Probably about 20,000. That's what I was going to say. Let's go back to our flash. Oh. Turned off? There's no way they're all gone. I don't know why my flash loading went on.
Alright guys, so at this point we're going to treat it as if it's not down. We're going to move east and south to reposition. So we definitely had it when it crossed right in front of us. Ain't no doubt about that.
So, again, there is quite possible and yeah, that is
I'm going like straight up
insane.
instinct and visual right now, and it looks like there may be a lower.
So, I mean, again, guys, this is a surprising severe weather outbreak up here in Minnesota, where we are getting strong tornadoes. And I'm not just saying that; these are really strong tornadoes. So again, if you're just not joining us, we have a brand new tornado warning now. It's radar indicated. Very surprising that they let that downgrade. But now if you're in Glen, Malmo, Wealthwood, you guys need to be seeking shelter. What's going on, Cyanimates? What is going on is we have a ton of tornado warnings here in Minnesota. We have possibly a tornado on the ground still here closer to Lastrop. And then, I mean, I would be surprised if this isn't on the ground up here still southeast of Aiken. It may not be, but, I mean, there's a real good chance that it is. So, again, if you're in Glen, Malmo, or Wealthwood, Minnesota, you need to be seeking shelter right now. And, again, our rotation here near St. Stephen is looking pretty impressive as well. So I'll have to watch that one. Oh my goodness. No, this is still on the ground. You cannot convince me otherwise. This is a really strong area of rotation. This is a very dangerous tornado. There is no way that's not on the ground. There is absolutely no way. Again, if you are in this area, you have got to run to your tornado safe spot. If you're in Glen, Wealthwood, I mean, this is a area of rotation here. I'd be very surprised if this is not still producing a tornado. Again, it previously has, and the rotation's even stronger now than whenever it's produced the tornado earlier. At least it looks like it on radar. So, again, if you're out here, guys, you gotta seek shelter immediately. Again, this is going into Glen now. We're down to 2 tornado warnings. We have the one still in the St. Stephen area. No longer includes Holding Fort. If you're in Holding Fort, you're good. And then we also have our incredible storm up here close to Glen, producing incredibly strong rotation. What did I just say? Even if we look at the other radar site here, we can see that it is still very
trying to ramp up over there.
And I would not be surprised if this were
cone funnel off south of the road.
I think the chance that this is not producing a tornado are lower than the chances than if it was. That made no sense. Look at Corey Jurgen's view, by the way.
Just right in front of us.
Major wall cloud. Look at that, dude. That is moving pretty fast, too, actually.
So weird.
This storm is moving.
I love it.
East 45
Freaking love
miles per
it.
hour. This is not that fast, but it looks like it's way faster than that.
Uno panel O.
Is Brandon Kopic looking at the rotation? Maybe this isn't on the ground, but, I mean, even if it isn't, this is huge rotation here. This is big-time tornadic potential here with this storm. I keep starting sentences without thinking how I'm going to finish them. It does not end well. And now we have a destructive storm on the Iowa-Nebraska border. What? Oh my gosh! Holy crap, dude. Look at this. This might be the biggest hailstorm we've ever seen. This is an insanely large
Man, I
hailstorm.
hope you guys can suck.
Oh my gosh.
So weird.
That is...
I love it. Freaking love it.
This is also going to try and rotate. I can tell just by looking at its
Uno
supercell
panel
shape.
O.
Oh my goodness. Dude, what in the world? Okay, we need to look at velocity. Sorry, I was taking a picture of that. That is insane. Yeah, it's trying to rotate there as it approaches Onawa. If you're in Onawa, you need to be in shelter.
It's south. There's a multi-vortex on the ground to the south. You're going to come to a T intersection and then go right. It's literally just to the south.
Goodness.
It's been spitting vortices like crazy to the south.
Multiple spots is...
So you'll come to a
That's
T
crazy.
intersection,
That's
go
actually
right.
insane.
The mezzo is about to cross.
This is huge. This is a very big hailstorm. This needs to be our main focus now. The tornado's on the ground. Look at Brandon Kopic's view. I can't. His thing isn't loading. It's crashed on Radar Omega. Is it still on the ground, though? Thank you, because that's actually really helpful, because if this is still on the ground, this is huge. Okay. We have, again, if you're just not seeing them, we have an outbreak of significant severe thunderstorms and tornadoes occurring across portions of the Great Plains here, as well as the Midwest. We have a strong tornado on the ground near Glory, Minnesota. We've got one of the biggest hailstorms I've seen in my entire life on the Nebraska-Iowa border, and now now there's a confirmed tornado with it. Oh my goodness, everybody.
This is an emergency alert. A large and extremely dangerous tornado is on the ground. Seek shelter immediately.
Sorry, that was the PDS wording that I had ready. That wasn't the right one. But we do have a tornado near Decatur. This is a confirmed, weather spotters confirmed tornado with this. So this is now officially a tornado outbreak. This is an insane hailstorm. I'm almost more concerned about this hail than I am the tornado, if I'm being completely honest with you. You do not see hailstorms like this very often at all. Again, this is one of the biggest, if not the biggest hailstorms I've ever seen. Before it went out, there were oh gosh. So we have a multi-vortex tornado. In Minnesota. Thank you, Cyanimates. I can't pull up Brandon Kopic's stream because it's frozen on Radar Omega. This is a extremely dangerous tornado outbreak occurring right now across the plains. Again, we are getting tornadoes. We are getting massive hailstorms. We are getting strong tornadoes, multi-vortex tornadoes. We're getting insane views like the one that Corey Gurkin has right now. I mean, look at that. You do not see that ever. That might be the most beautiful storm I've ever seen, if I'm being completely honest with you. Like, other than tornadoes, I mean, storms don't really get that beautiful, ever. So again, we have a weather spotters confirmed tornado near Decatur. Gosh. I hate situations like this because we've got a confirmed tornado and it's moving towards a populated area. I mean, it's not like that populated, but still, people live here. It's a pretty small town, but people still live here. This is really bad stuff, guys. And I don't know how this is still on radar indicated. Again, look at that rotation. I mean, this is just shocking that this has not gone PDS yet. I don't like to shame the National Weather Service or anything, but this is genuinely a little upsetting that the National Weather Service in Duluth is not upgrading this or anything. I mean, there's no way Brandon Kopic's the only person confirming this tornado right now.
This thing has been spitting out suction board. It seems like it's nobody's business, and I haven't been able to read what the actual hell. Trying to condense.
And now Corey Gherkin's view is even better. That might be the most... I said this last time, but now it's even more beautiful. This is genuinely the best looking storm I've seen that doesn't have a tornado associated with it. Obviously, storms producing tornadoes can look way crazier, but that's insane. Apparently my alert sounds are working again, so that's nice. I don't know why they randomly just stopped working. But again, if you're just now tuning in, we have a tornado on the ground with a massive hailstorm along the Nebraska-Iowa state line. This is a very dangerous situation for Decatur, Onawa, all these areas here. Whether you're in the severe thunderstorm warning or the tornado warning, you need to be seeking shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a building and away from windows. If you're in the severe thunderstorm warning, you're going to get the hailstorm of a lifetime. But if you're in the tornado warning, you're going to get a tornado. So, I mean, either way, you're seeing something if you're in one of these warnings. And the tornado warning box is not that much bigger than the actual tornado. So everybody in the warning box has a decent shot of seeing this, unfortunately. Unbelievable. And again, there either was and potential. I keep starting sentences without thinking about how I'm going to finish them. There either was or still is a multi-vortex tornado on the ground in Minnesota. But again, at this point, our storm down here, our little discrete supercell, I mean, not little, but our discrete supercell is very dangerous. Very dangerous area of rotation near Decatur. And this is along the Nebraska-Iowa state line. So, anybody out there, again, you need to be taking shelter in those areas. And it looks like we even have another area of rotation trying to do its thing here near Mission, Minnesota, an area that already had a tornado today, that of which being this one. Craziness, man. Was not expecting this today, to be completely honest with you. And again, I mean, this is most likely still a tornado on the ground here. Just ripped right through Decatur if it's still on the ground in Nebraska. So, I cannot believe how photogenic this tornado must be. I mean, this is literally a textbook supercell. I mean, maybe the hook echo could be a little bit more defined, but you got your rear flank downdraft, you've got your inflow, you've got your hook echo. Again, the rear flank downdraft spec here. This is the most textbook storm you will ever see in Iowa. Holy cow, dude. And it just keeps continuing to impress me. I'd say around here was the craziest. I mean, look at that hail spike. But the thing is, I don't know if I'd call this as textbook, because this is not a traditional supercell. This is just a monster hail spike. But that doesn't occur with most supercells, so a textbook supercell would be something more like this here. So, again, if we still have a tornado on the ground with our storm over here in Minnesota, it would be north of Glen. So, again, if you're just now tuning in, we have a monster supercell along the Nebraska-Iowa border and a potential tornado on the ground in Minnesota. But at this point, I am more concerned about our storm in Iowa. It's weird to say this because the storm, for the most part, is in Iowa, but the actual tornado is in Nebraska here. Now, we have a new tornado warning. Our new tornado warning is in Marshall County, Minnesota. Way up here in northwestern Minnesota. They keep warning these little rain showers. I don't understand. Oh, well, this one's got some rotation. Okay. So if you're in Faldal, Ellerth, Strandquist, England, or Florian, you need to be seeking shelter. But, again, this storm down here is really piquing my interest with its tornado, and then also the hail core that it has. And then also just the fact that, I mean, again, this is just a textbook supercell. It hardly gets more textbook than this. Especially in Iowa. Again, you got your rear flank downdraft, and now it looks even better. You got your inflow. You got your very defined hook where your tornado is there. You got yourself your impressive hail core in the middle of it. Jeez Louise, dude. Again, we may still have a tornado on the ground south of Decatur now, if it is still on the ground. Let's go up to our storm back closer to Aitkin. Now far southeast of Aitkin, but it's in Aitkin County still. This is near Glen. Once again, we may still have a tornado on the ground here, so you need to be staying in your shelter. If you're in Glen, you really got to run to your safe spot. I mean, you don't have much time. You got seconds, literally. And, I mean, this is, we'll have to watch our little rain shower here because it has developed rotation very early in its lifetime here. I still don't think that deserves a tornado warning, but it's more reasonable than the other one that they issued earlier, where there was literally no rotation. And I looked back on the past radar scans, and there was nothing. So it's not like there was something and I just didn't see it because it was before I saw it. There was just nothing. I mean, we watched it get issued. Brendan saying tornado's still on the ground. I genuinely don't know how the National Weather Service is able to keep this on radar indicated. I mean, Brandon Kopic has it. The weather spotters have it. Now, you may be thinking, but Davis, you just said yourself you can't tell if it's on the ground or not. Yeah, but you can look at Brandon Kopic's stream on YouTube. I'm just not doing that. And then also, I mean, oh, there it is. Wow. There's your tornado. I'm speechless. I literally went silent right now. Again, I mean, it's ripping through here. It doesn't look that strong anymore, but it's a pretty clear rope tornado there. And now they have issued a severe thunderstorm watch for portions of Nebraska and Iowa. Probably just because of this one supercell's intensity, honestly. Isolated very large hail events to 3.5 inches in diameter possible. Scattered damaging wind gusts to 70 miles per hour possible. A tornado or two possible. I literally went speechless there for a second. That was crazy what Brandon Kopic had. But then his stream went out again.
Alright guys, we're going to get east. Might as well get east while we...
field there. It was rotating pretty violently as well. And I do not know how this is a radar-indicated tornado warning. At the very least, this needs to be observed. I think it should be observed. I don't think it should be PDS anymore. But the last tornado that storm produced should have been... it may have been the same tornado. But if it was, that was an incredibly long-tracking tornado. I mean, we're talking over an hour. Because it was on the first one was on the ground before I started stream. But I think it was like 2 or 3 tornadoes, actually. So, again, here's your potential tornado south of Decatur, Nebraska. The storm's a little bit less textbook now. And it looks like it's about to undergo a cell merger here, actually. Jeez Louise. That is the most impressive supercell I think I've ever seen in Iowa. Just in terms of its radar presentation. Like, we've seen tornadoes stronger in Iowa than this, but the radar presentation itself is insane. The tornado with this actually didn't look that strong, but we have a new severe thunderstorm warning for the Moorhead area. Apparently my alerts wanted to not work again, so that's great. But we have a new severe thunderstorm warning here, so we'll see. Are they going to downgrade it to baseball or tennis ball-sized hail or something, or maybe even lime-sized hail? Or are they going to keep it at large apple size? I don't think they will, but they might. We'll see. Tennis ball size, okay. That's reasonable. So if you're in Moorhead, Pisgah, or Onawa, Iowa, you need to be getting indoors and away from windows immediately. What a night indeed.
Weird.
I need to just break the stream down.
Thank you guys for your continued support. We're about to blast east to get back out ahead of it.
And again, we may have another storm trying to rotate here.
We'll be catching back up. It's moving fairly slow.
Insane stuff.
35 ain't bad at all. Or 35.
No, that's continuation.
So we'll be able to get another view of it
I knew
here.
there
Right
was a
now,
storm
you
in
can
this
see
area.
up
I
into
didn't
there.
check the reflectivity to see if it lined
We've
up.
got
I did. I was like,
probably another
that's
quarter of a
it.
mile to make our east turn to get back out ahead of it.
Alright, so the tornado here looks like it's lifted. I don't see it on Brandon's stream anymore. I don't see.
That's the main mezzo back there.
That would suggest that it's still on the ground. But
You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna stop and top off on gas real quick while I got a sec. Oh, I should have turned in right there. Son of a pump. Stop and top off on gas while I can.
look at all these storms still impacting southern Florida, areas that have already gotten extreme flash flooding. Alright, so they downgraded the storm on the Iowa-Nebraska border, or state line rather, so it's no longer confirmed.
A few gallons.
And if you're just now tuning in, we've been live for about an hour now, covering tornadoes in the Midwest, also big-time hailstorms, windstorms, whatever's been piquing my interest here we've been looking at. We've had several tornadoes touch down. One tornado that was pretty strong. Ridiculous, dude. Apparently there was a tree with a diameter of at least 18 inches down, blocking the lane of Highway 210 from just typical damage and wind gusts 16 minutes ago out of this storm that is producing 70-mile-per-hour winds and Gulf.
All right, guys, bear with me for a second. We're getting gas.
Interstate 35, so you want to be treating this one with respect.
We'll get back out ahead of this thing in a second, I promise. We're not going to let it escape us. No way. We've been getting tornado after tornado on this thing.
So So our storm here looks like it's gone through a cyclone phase, and it's got a pretty impressive hook echo again. Again, the inflow is just really creeping into the part of this storm here. Again, you still got your rear flag downdraft. This insane storm here. Is Alpena, Michigan gonna be safe? Yep, no threat today anyway. You're gonna be safe, but tomorrow, Michigan does have a chance for some severe thunderstorms. Yeah, hopefully our storm chasers stay safe. Obviously, they know what they're doing, but we don't want another, but yeah, Alpena tomorrow has a north risk. It looks like there's new rotation going for the Gwen, but it's hard to tell. Alright, let's go and check that out then.
Come on, we're almost there.
If you're talking about this, I believe that this is probably contamination, but it could be rotation. Actually it could be. I don't know. It's nothing super impressive, but we may have some sort of rotation there.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Did you catch the little spin ups?
Oh my gosh, I've been catching every single one of them ever since it crossed west of whatever that Aiken or whatever that town is.
Yeah.
Everybody's been confused because this thing's been like
Again,
putting a
got a
different
little
mezzo further south, and then it's the little
Really
wispy ones
wrapping
that
around
people aren't
here
seeing.
with our storm. Just dancing.
I'm gonna try and
around
get east
the
to get back out ahead of it.
Nebraska, Iowa state line.
I still got
Across the
time.
Missouri River.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Yeah.
Up a little bit further south.
Yep, I actually saw you go by.
Yep.
Yeah, a little spin up.
Yep.
That's actually the first one I've ever seen.
There you go. Congrats.
I cannot believe that this gets a tornado warning. That is insane.
All right, we're gonna get going east now, guys.
That is ridiculous.
Going east.
I guess the National Weather Service in Grand Forks is just getting
Come on, come on, come on, go, 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 go. We're trying to get east. Trying to get east, trying to get east, trying to get east. Ba 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 da ba ba da. Alright. So pop up the roof cam.
We may still have some sort of strong rotation here, actually, west of Highway 27. So again, if you're in this area, you really need to be staying in your safe spot, but now when before you're good, we're mainly concerned about the eastern portion of the storm.
Like catching it.
Yeah, if there was any rotation,
Yeah, if you're
just
gonna
like
keep turning the camera.
I think it was probably just contamination.
Something must have happened.
The contamination can pop up a lot, especially if it's distance from the coast.
Yeah, we haven't. The only tough part about this has been the lack of cell data. When we don't have cell data, we can't do much about it. I mean, I streamed as much of it as I could. At least you guys got the good close range intercept. Looks like the new mezzo is right in front of us. Let's see if I can get some video up.
Yeah, we still have some sort of rotation with this storm and the surge back up here west of Highway 27.
Oh, don't import. I just want to see
Again,
them.
for the most part, that storm's fizzled out here. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Blair, Nebraska. Goes down towards areas northwest of County and Missouri Valley. This brings back bad memories talking about this area. This was the first big sign that tornado season 2024 was going to be insane. This tornado was the first one. The one that went through the Oklahoma area. But we were talking about this area a month and a half ago on stream, and it's because there was a tornado emergency there. So now whenever we talk about it, it feels a little weird. That the same thing happened with the Hendersonville tornado emergency. I remember talking about it another time for like a flash flood emergency or like a snowstorm, and it's like it felt weird to talk about it without it being like a dire situation. Yep. I think what we're gonna do here is end off the live stream. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'm going to send you all over to my friend's channel. I'm pretty sure most of you are already watching him, but I'm going to go send he is live right now covering severe weather. So, go check him out. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.